I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I just want to make sure you're going in with your eyes wide open. The way this can work is if you're currently suspended for a year, for example, and $500 fines plus court costs, will apply the 150 current bond, will apply that. Can you pay the balance today or do you need some time? To deal with the prosecutor, you're going to plead guilty to a December 23 no valid operator's license on person charge, correct? You understand the possible penalty for that charge? You understand that when that goes on your record, Secretary of State may resuspend you. They may extend your suspension period. You understand that? Doesn't have the 2 points that the drove while license suspended does, but it could impact your ability to drive legally. You understand that? And you understand your rights?
Yep.
All right. And are you going forward with the guilty plea? I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I just want to make sure you're going in with your eyes wide open. The way this can work is if you're currently suspended for a year, for example, and we tell them that you were driving, because when we do the disposition, we show them that you were driving on December 23rd. So that could trigger an added suspension period to that 1 year. No guarantee that it will, but I just want to give you a heads up, it might.
Okay, wait, get everything straightened out. Just curious, only thing I gotta do is take a little bit.
But this is going to tell them that you were driving when they told you not to. So that's what they hang their hat on if they penalize you. All right. Anything else? Okay. So did you in fact drive a vehicle that day in Van Buren Township? And your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? Okay. I'll accept your plea. You've already posted some money, right? Okay. And when are you taking your test?
Friday.
Took it Friday, tomorrow. A lot of testing going on tomorrow. Good luck. All right. Are you working? Where do you work? How long? All right. Anything else you want me to consider? All right. We got some late fees on this one. Let's see what we got. No, it looks like you, is her bond forfeited or oh, she got a new bond. Okay. Yeah. It looks like she had a bond way back in 17, lost it, and then she got a new bond from 25. Okay. All right. We've got a lot of money out of you already. $500 fines plus court costs. We'll apply the 150 current bond. We'll apply that. Can you pay the balance today or do you need some time? All right, go downstairs and talk about options. Any questions? You're all set. You're welcome. Mr. Crawford, you discussed your rights and options with counsel? Understood all that? You understand the possible penalty for the allowing? And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge today? Were you driving a vehicle on November 22nd in Van Buren? And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea to the added charge. Excuse me. Dismiss both original charges. What's the status of your license now, sir? What do you have to do to get it back? What do you have to do to get it back? Oh, good. Good luck. Are you working? Who wrote no payment plans and why?
Maybe that means he's not on, he owes them money.
Thank you. Right. How long you been at U of M? Okay, new job. How's it going? Full time? They got good bennies, don't they? Yeah. Do they still have some kind of tuition break? Like if you wanted to take classes or something? Yeah. Well, take advantage of that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you today? You already owe us almost $1,000 on stuff from 2024 and 5. You know about that? Belleville, double parking, Van Buren speeding, Belleville, allowing licensed driver to operate. Are you in a position to get some kind of payment plan set up? Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, some kind of regular payments? All right. Anything else on today's file? All right, fines and costs on the file, $500. I'm also ordering 4 days on the court work program as an alternative to jail. I'm going to send you downstairs to schedule your work days and get some kind of payment plan on paper. Any questions? Good luck. Thank you. Gideon? Ma'am, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right, looks like you met with the prosecutor, and looks like you're going to plead guilty to the added charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a vehicle on October 11th in Van Buren Township, and the original charge would be dismissed. Is that your understanding of the deal? Did you read your rights form? You understand those rights and the options presented? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily? Did you drive a vehicle that day in Van Buren? And was your license improper or invalid that day? What was wrong with your license then?
My permit, I go tomorrow to take my road test.
Good luck. And are you working? Where do you work?
Here was assisted living.
All right, anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
Just the other, there's a no insurance ticket on there, the bar I was driving.
Let me look.
Yeah, we're working. I think with HR is working on. Okay,
I misread the ticket, so I thought whenever it said that you guys would notify me, it would be for the other tickets as well.
There's a speeding ticket too, right?
I tried to come up here to pay it, but it wasn't with the system due to the holiday. Fell on it.
okay.
Hey, Angela, can you talk?
Yes, Judge.
Miss Gideon screwed up. You made a deal with her on a drove while license not valid, but she picked up 2 civil infractions that she got defaulted on because she thought we were going to let her know on those too.
Yes, Judge,
you-
she explained that. I don't have an issue with dismissing those if the court's agreeable to setting the default aside.
Merry Christmas.
No, like stay over the.
Thank you, Miss Manarino. Yeah.
You're
All right.
welcome.
That's huge. That just saved
Thank
you
you, Judge.
$450 and points.
Appreciate that.
All right. So you get that, Heather? Set aside the default on the civil infractions?
Is it, does the piece of paper on the front?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's nice because I don't feel so bad now because I'm going to charge you on the misdemeanor. All right. Actually, I'm going to blow your mind. I just saved you $450 because I was smart enough to call her, right? On this file, it's $500 or show me a valid license, right? Merry Christmas.
Wish me luck on my parallel parking, because that's.
Oh, you better practice today. It's a $500 parking lesson. 550, because that's your total, 550, you had a late fee. All right, and I'm gonna give you until next Friday to get in here.
And I can just come in and show the clerk, or,
Yep.
thank you, I appreciate that.
All right, so I just gave you lots of grace, didn't I? What do you do when somebody gives you lots of grace? And you pay it forward. Find somebody to do something nice today. Tis the season. Good luck tomorrow. Smallwood. Miss Smallwood, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right, looks like you're going to plead guilty to fail to report an accident. I'll dismiss leaving the scene of an accident, and you're going to plead guilty to no valid operator's license. I'll dismiss drove while license suspended. That's a deal? Did you discuss or did you go over your right or look at your rights form? Understood the rights and options you have? You understand the possible penalty for these 2 charges? And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Ma'am, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on April 25, 24? And were you involved in a motor vehicle accident? Did you fail to report that as required by law? Or did you leave the scene of the accident?
Didn't realize what happened because
I didn't.
So when you say you didn't realize what happened, you mean you didn't realize you were in an accident?
Well, no, I didn't get in the accident, but the car did. Yeah, sure.
The car got in the accident without you? Okay. All right, so you got out of the car and it kept moving? Okay, okay. All right, and at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? All right, and you understand that the no valid operator's license on person charge could result in a greater suspension period? You understand that? All right, anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? These are old files. Where you been?
Pardon?
These are old files. Where you been that we haven't taken care of these already?
I was precariously housed for some time.
Okay,
The place I
bigger fish to fry?
I was in a bad situation.
I got you.
Left that situation.
More stable now?
Pardon?
Things more stable now? Yeah. Are you working?
Yeah, it just got me.
Okay.
I'm in bad space.
Yeah. Where are you working at?
We all went to work throwing away and I didn't know I was supposed to.
Okay.
Right now I'm helping, one of my friends at a shop that only part-time.
Part-time? Okay. So you're looking for work?
Yeah.
And you're living, all right. And the Ipsy address a good one? All right, so before you get out of here, ask somebody downstairs where Mr. Taylor is, Avery Taylor. Talk to Avery Taylor. Tell him you're looking for a job because he's got a list of area employers that are looking for work. Okay, so yeah. I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but it'll be somewhere to start. All right, anything else before I sentence? All right. All right, and you've got bond posted on both files. All right, on the accident charge, I'm just going to take your bond and close it. And on the no operator's license, I'm going to do the same. Merry Christmas. You're welcome so much. Better days coming, Miss Smallwood. All right, go downstairs and talk to Avery. That's all you got to do. Good luck finding a job. Musab Dari? Dari or Derry? Mr. Dari, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what we got. You met with the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Okay, prosecutor says that you're going to plead responsible to double parking. I'll do that on the A ticket. And both misdemeanors would be dismissed, and you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $400. Is that correct? Can you pay the $400 today? Go downstairs, get a cashier, smile, and get out of here. Have a great day. You're welcome.